Hello and welcome back to Restoring Red. I want to thank you guys for all the views and all the comments on my last video. And the majority, the great majority of those comments said that we should try to do a will it start video. Now, I can't say that it will be in this video you'll see the Super C run, but I do want to go through and try to prep for it. And what that entails is looking at that exhaust manifold. I have a spare one, and it's in rough shape too, but I think we can make it work. And then we'll also look into the fuel system a little bit, look at the electronic system a little bit, maybe clean the points, look under the distributor cap, and look into the gas tank, the glass bowl of the gas tank. And if everything checks out, we'll put a new battery in it, and we'll try to get this thing turning over, maybe sputter off 1 or 2 times. But we're going to try our best to get this thing to start, and maybe we can hobble it along the yard a little bit. Stick around and we'll see what happens. Okay, to start, we're going to try to take this hood off, and in order to do that, we got to take this off. I want to say this is the air breather. I'm not quite sure, but let me know if this is the air breather, and also let me know why there's a mason jar on it. Now, I'm quite certain it didn't come from the factory with a mason jar, but that's the joys of having a audience like you guys, because you'll know what this is and what that is. So please let me know in the comments below, and let's try to get this top off and then try to lift the hood off. Oh, wow. Okay, let's try. This one's undone. Now that one is undone. There we go. Wow. Now some of you may be wondering, how could you possibly break off your exhaust manifold, really just shatter it? Looks like it's been shattered like glass. How is that possible? Well, you've seen a little clip in my first video, and I'll bring it up again, but this tractor did not run and drive at the yard it was in, so they decided to string it up and lift it up with a front end loader. And I believe that when they did that, when the pipe, not exhaust pipe, but just a regular pipe that was fitted right here, that went up through the hood, I bet one of those chains snagged it and pulled it so hard it broke off this piece. So that's how, most likely, it got broken. And I do have a spare one, a whole piece. We're gonna see if we can get the remnants of the exhaust manifold off and see if the new one fits up and it's definitely in better condition, but we'll take a look. Well, I said to myself, I better catch this on camera because I can't believe how loose all these bolts are. I mean, it took nothing to break them loose. And, you know, they're hot exhaust manifold bolts. I'm very surprised that I'm not having a hard time with them. So I've loosened up most of these just in preparation. I'm going to have to loosen up these pipe clamps right here so I can move this over to get to this bolt. And I'll take out these two nuts that connect to the carburetor, and we should be able to just lift it right off. Look at that. Very grimy, extremely grimy. I mean, I almost can't imagine how much grime got up here. This is the top of the engine. What a story this Super C. I wish it could tell. I've got some good American Craftsman tools that my dad most likely bought from Sears. Wow, look at that, man. How loose everything is. I mean, I'm very astonished. I didn't test it before, but I mean, I probably could have just, I mean, that's nothing. There's nothing here. Wow. I'm very shocked. I really am. Especially on those exhaust manifold bolts, it's always expected that for them to be tight and seized up, and you have to heat them up, but I did not have to. Let me show you this grime on this other side. Look at how thick it is on this tractor. Wow. And I apologize if I'm drawing it out a little bit, just how dirty and grimy it is, but I've never in my life seen this much muck on a tractor, just all over it. And look how red it is under there. Look at how, I mean, that's bright red underneath all of it. It'd be nice if it's like this all over the engine and everything. We soon to pressure wash this thing, but I mean, wow. I mean, it's very incredible. I'll stop harping on it now, but I just wanted to show you guys that, how incredibly dirty it is. Well, I'm making great progress on these bolts. I'm going to take out these two that hold this air stack, the two that hold the exhaust manifold to the carburetor, and then all the ones that hold the manifold to the engine, and we'll be right back. Okay, here we are. I've got the manifold off, and here's the open side of the engine. It doesn't look too terrible. There is some dust and grime right in here, but it's not too much, stuff I can peel out with my finger. But I wanted to show you this side of the exhaust manifold. I had a subscriber comment about welding this back on, welding the manifold back together, but I think somebody already tried that at one point. Right there. You can see all the bubbled up matter on the outside, and I mean, those look like welded. I'm not sure if those are welding sticks. I can't imagine. Must be parts of something. But it's definitely done for. So I'm gonna go get that replacement manifold, try to get it on, and see how it does, see how it fits, and hopefully we can use it in the future. Okay, we're back, and unfortunately, I don't know where the replacement exhaust manifold is. It's been placed somewhere that I don't know, and my dad does, and he's not here right now, so we'll get back to that at a later time. But I did get this carburetor off. It's quite old. I think it's, just some generic brand. Let's see, made in, I don't know. It just says made in. Oh wait, I see. Oh, it says made in USA. That's interesting. But I don't think it's the original one. But it's not seized up or anything. It looks fairly clean inside. Nothing too horrible. It looks dirty on the outside, but so does the rest of the tractor. But I'm gonna save this. We could probably use it again, but we're gonna have to address that at a later time. But I'm glad I got it off because I got to see what was inside, and now we know that it's not terrible on the inside ports of this exhaust / intake manifold. Now, the next thing I want to do is, obviously we have this old fuel filter, and behind that is the bowl. I probably won't dig into that, but I do want to look inside the gas tank, and let's take a look and see if there's any rust in there, if there's any gas in there. If there's any, I don't think there's a lot, but we're gonna take a look. There's also a little friend here wanting some attention while I'm trying to work on the tractor. Okay, let's look in. Oh wow. Empty, but not terribly rusty. Maybe just a pinch right there, some debris. I could probably stick a vacuum in there. That's surprising, but a good surprise. Well, that's good to know that it's not horribly rusty in there, which I figured it wouldn't be. But good. Someone seems to be enjoying the tractor time. Well, I'm gonna have to cut my time a little short today because we've got some rain on the way, and I need to cover up a lot of parts of the tractor that can't get wet. So, I'll be back. We're gonna continue to do our prep to start on our Farmall Super C, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, it has been a few days. I've got a replacement exhaust manifold. This one is in no better shape other than it's not broken in 3 pieces, but we'll make do with it. I'm gonna bolt this on, and it'll be just enough just to see if our Super C can crank and run for a few minutes, and maybe I'll put it in gear and let the clutch out a little bit just to see if it wants to move forward or back. But stick around, we're gonna bolt this on, we're gonna get the carburetor back on, button everything up, and hopefully soon we'll be starting the Super C. My dad asked me if I broke any of these studs off when I took the old manifold off. I told him no, you can't break them off when they're all already hand tight. Okay, let's see if we can fit our new one on here. Yes sirree, that will fit on there. Now, it may not look pretty, and it's not in anywhere in a condition I'd want to leave it on there for a long time, but it will be good enough for our experiment. I thought I lost this ring right here when I was putting on the replacement manifold. I was missing one. I was looking on the ground, on the hood, all over the tractor, but I looked down and I found it. It was stuck to this one. So that's good. That is very grimy. Well, I'm going to put that back in there and pretend I didn't see it. This one's not as oily, so I guess that's a good thing. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna clean that one before we try to start it. Oh, this one's not that bad. So we have an oily one, an okay one, a really dirty one with grit and dirt, and then a not that bad one. So, at least they're all their own thing, their own personality. But I'll clean it up a little bit. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Restoring Red. I know it was a little quiet. You watched me take off bolts, put new parts on, tighten bolts back up, but that's just how it is when you're restoring a tractor. So the main thing was we replaced the exhaust manifold. That's gonna help us out a lot, considering it's not in 3 pieces now. But in the next video, we are definitely gonna try to get this thing started. If we get it idling in any good shape or form, I would love to try to see if it goes in gear, see if it can go backwards or forwards, maybe drive it around the yard a little bit. And regardless if we get it started or not, we're definitely going to pressure wash this thing. If I told you that the engine was black from a distance, you would believe me. And right now it's just caked in layers and layers of dirt and grime. And it's definitely easier to work on a machine when it's cleaner and you don't get your hands as dirty. But again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment what you think about it. Give me pointers, give me knowledge. I know a lot of you love these tractors. A lot of you know a ton about these tractors. And I am in for a world of learning on my journey to restore the Super C. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in our Will It Start video.